Hi guys, it's Michelle, and I've got a couple of finished items today. This is the first ones here are the Trinket Treasures. I'm going to show you the box so you kind of know what I've got here. This one is from Diamond Art Club. And I just finished this. These are the only ones that I know of that have been on Diamond Art Club. And I just finished them today, this morning. So, these are just, they're magnets, but there were supposed to be keychains, but I decided to put magnets on the back of them because I didn't know, anybody that would actually use them as keychains. So you see there is a little hole there and they've got backs to them, but I just did the one side and put magnets on the back because I figured, you know, there's a lot more room to throw them on the fridge or give them to somebody, you know, anybody that likes, you know, colorful. These are Pride ones, but I did them because I like all the color, you know. So, but we'll look at those in a minute. I wanted to show you these. There were 9 of these in the box. There are 3 butterflies and 3 flowers and 2 hearts and a love. Well, we'll get to it. So these were really fun to do, actually. There are a lot of special drills. So there were fairy dust, there were ABs, and there were plain ones, plain drills. But these were actually I really enjoyed doing these. They went fairly quickly, but there were a lot of colors. There was like 46 colors in there. It looked to me like there were some colors that were repeated, but I don't know if they were or not. Maybe they just looked the same to me. You know, sometimes the colors can be very close, but yet they're not the same code. But they didn't have the DMC codes on the bags. So all they had on them were just the numbers like 1 through... No, these were just numbered, I think, 1 through 46. Well, there were a couple missing. So they didn't have them quite even. I think there were a couple of numbers in there that weren't there. But anyway, that doesn't matter. There was 40 some colors. Anyway, so but they are so pretty. I wish that I had a granddaughter because I would love to like decorate her room up with this sort of stuff. They're just so darn cute. And they are so sparkly. I mean, look at that. Look at the way it shines. I don't know how well you can see it because of my poor lighting, but here, let me see if I can set this light over here. And then the lighting will be better. That's really bright. There, maybe that'll help. Okay, so anyways, they are just really sparkly. See, and there's some ABs in there. There weren't a lot of ABs. It was mostly fairy dust, but there were a few ABs. And there were some ABs on that one. And then you can really see those fairy dust drills. See, they've moved just a little. So they weren't quite all just right. I thought I had them all straightened up, but I guess I didn't. All right, and then we have these 3 flowers, and these are, yeah, see, there's ABs in this too. There's a lot of fairy dust in this one. I think, yeah, almost everything on here is special drills. I think there were some that weren't, but I don't know, maybe not, because I'm not seeing any that aren't. They all look like they're special drills on this one. I don't know. I thought there were some that were just plain drills, but maybe they weren't on that one. I don't know. Anyway, and then that flower. Now, most of these, just this one, these dark ones up the middle here, were fairy dust on each row. And then the ones in here were fairy dust and ABs. And I think that was it on this one. So these ones on the outside of the petal, none of those were special drills. But isn't it cute? So sparkly, and I wish I had someone that would enjoy them, because I don't know, I'll figure out something to do with them. But a little girl would really like these, I think, and it would be cool. So these are ABs, all of these in the petal there. And then it's fairy dust around the edges. And I think, is that fairy dust? The ones in the middle are fairy dust, and then ABs. And then I think there's fairy dust in the blue there. The purple, I think were, oh, I can't tell. I think the purple are just the plain gems. And then some of these, like these right here in between the petals, I think are plain. And then the outside here are fairy dust. So yeah, there's a lot of special drills in these. So, and then this one says love. And there's, you know, these are fairy dust. Those are fairy dust all the way around the outside. Now the red on in here, that's a plain drill. But all of the rest of them, I think, are actually fairy dust. I don't think there's any ABs in this one. It's all fairy dust, I think. But yeah, they're just so pretty. And this one is just a heart with different colors, but it's mostly fairy dust also. I think all of it except for this red in the middle. The rest of it is all fairy dust, I believe. And then we have this one here. It says love. Oh, they all kind of moved a little bit, and I've got them. That bugs me. Because they can look so nice, and then I can come back later and they'll just not be quite right. So anyway, yeah, I really enjoyed doing these. I think they still have them on the website. So if anybody is interested in doing them, they turned out real nice, and they are actually wood, and they are branded on each one of them. It says Diamond Art Club on the back. Not that the backs of them really matter, but yeah, they turned out really nice. If anybody is interested in doing them and they have a little girl, it would be such a sweet thing to put in their room, hang them on their wall, or, you know, decorate their closet door with them or something. I mean, I don't know, but you know, they were really quite neat. I really enjoyed those. And then these were, of course, I already said they were Pride. They were supposed to be keychains, and I decided to do them into magnets because I just thought that, you know, they're just so cute. Look at all the color, the rainbow. And now these came from Temu. I ordered these off of Temu, and there were 12 of them. I believe there was 12. See, there's love. And then we have Pride Rainbow. It says Pride. Whoops, I'm dropping everything. All right, and then here, I'll set them out while and then that one's just, I don't know, is that supposed to be peace sign? I guess, maybe that's peace sign, I don't know. That one, for some reason, I just realized I didn't put a magnet on. I don't know why. I must have just slipped by me, I guess, because I thought I had a magnet on all of them, even the one that I did put the keychain on. Oh, no, I didn't put a magnet on that one. Okay, I didn't put a magnet on this one. So I do have one that I put the keychain thing on. I thought I had put the magnet on it too, but anyway, so this one just says pride, and it's of course hearts and the rainbow, you know. So, but I just thought these were so pretty. Little heart there and the hands, and they're just so cool. This one says love is love. And then we have just a mouth. I don't know what this one is supposed to be. It's just lips and teeth. Rainbow color. I don't know what. I don't know that it signifies anything else, stands for anything else. Those are just hearts and the rainbow colors. And the rainbow flag. I really enjoyed doing these too. But of course, it took me a little while to do these because, well, I guess it's this way it goes. This is just a rainbow flower, I guess. Because there's so many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whoa! There's only 10. I thought there were 12. Huh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Well, I guess there were 10 of them. I thought there were 12. I'm sorry. I don't know that there are any missing. I don't remember if anymore, but I have a horrible memory, so anyway, I did enjoy doing these though. All of the ones that I got from Temu, they all have these crystal drills, and it's kind of neat because you don't usually get those sorts of drills so much from I mean, occasionally from Diamond Art Club. Like the iridescents look like these kind of, you know, but you don't get, you know, the whole thing full of these. And that's what these are. All of them are these crystals. And they just really, they turn out quite neat. I do have some others that I'd like to show you. And I don't remember how much these were, but they weren't very much. I want to say like somewhere between $5 and $10. I don't remember exactly how much now, but I don't know. I bought a whole bunch of these for the kids to do, and then they haven't been over much since, so I did these myself. I just thought they'd like the colors, you know. So yeah, that's all I have for today. So I hope you enjoyed. If you don't mind, give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button down below. And if you have any questions or comments, I would love for you to throw them down in the comment section, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you you liked my little treasures here. Okay, thank you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.